Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gemini Jet 0907 coming at you with a video update. I know it's been a long time since I've posted, I think about probably 3 months since my last video. But this is another video update of South Central International Airport, which is not any airport in particular. It is a fictional 1/400 scale model airport. I will be getting a realistic table being built. I'm currently building it. It should be ready by the end of the year, but definitely by the beginning of January 2022. So very excited for that. A lot of new models, and so just a lot of good things to come for the channel. But apart from that, let's go ahead and get started with this South Central International 1/400 scale model airport update. Thank you guys for being here. If you like this video or have any tips or would like to comment, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe to the channel for more video updates. First aircraft of the update is the end of Terminal A. It's going to be this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. He will be heading out over to London Heathrow. Continuing with American Airlines, we do have this Boeing 787-900 Dreamliner aircraft who just arrived in from Seoul and is going to be getting catered, fueled up, waiting for a new crew, and in about 2.5 hours we'll be departing back out for another flight out to Seoul. The next aircraft we have in the update is this American Airlines A321 with fence tips, who will be making a flight over to Charlotte. Changing the camera view, next aircraft we have is this American Airlines Airbus A320 with fence tips, who will be making the flight over to Philadelphia after just arriving in from there. The next aircraft we have in this airport update is a newer model. It's the American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. He's been doing turns today and just arrived in from Miami, and will be departing back out for Miami in just under 50 minutes. And to begin the Delta part of the terminal, we do have this Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300 aircraft pushing back for a flight up to Seattle. The next aircraft we have is this Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, who will be just about to depart for a flight over to Amsterdam. Next aircraft we have is this Delta Airlines Airbus A321, who will be making a flight over to Detroit. The next aircraft we do have is this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800, who just arrived in from Atlanta and will be making another flight out to Atlanta in just under an hour and a half. The next aircraft we have is this United Airlines Boeing 737-700 series aircraft, who will be making a flight over to Houston Intercontinental after just arriving in from San Francisco. Sorry for kind of a bad angle here of this gorgeous aircraft, but the next aircraft we have is this United Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner aircraft, who will be departing shortly for a flight over to Honolulu in Hawaii. This will be the second flight of the day for Honolulu operated by United. This is kind of a difficult aircraft to get at a very bad angle, but the next aircraft we do have is this United Airlines A319 aircraft, who will be departing shortly for Chicago O'Hare after just arriving in from Chicago O'Hare. Just did a quick turn. The next aircraft we do have in this update is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 aircraft in the Freedom 1 livery. Very beautiful model, gorgeous job by NG Models. So excited to have this one in the collection. Without further ado, this guy's going to be making a quick flight up to Denver after just arriving in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. The next aircraft we have is this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft, who is going to be operating a flight out to Honolulu. The next aircraft on the southwest side of the terminal, we do have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 model is by Panda Models, did an excellent job. He'll be making a flight over to Baltimore Thurgood International Airport after just arriving in from Myrtle Beach. The next aircraft in the Southwest Terminal, sorry for the bad angle, but we do have this Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Lone Star 1 livery. He'll be making a flight over to Dallas Love Field. The next aircraft at the southwest side of the terminal, we do have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800, who will be making a flight over to Tampa in Florida. The next aircraft, we do have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the One World livery. This aircraft will be making a flight over to Portland. Next aircraft for Alaska Airlines, we do have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900, who will be making a flight over to San Diego after just arriving in from Anchorage. And the next aircraft we have is this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800, pushing back for a flight over to Seattle. Sorry, this is a bad angle, but I'm trying to get this one in as it is the last aircraft of the terminal. We do have this Alaska Airlines Airbus A319 aircraft, who will be making the flight over to Los Angeles. And the next aircraft we do have on the taxiway is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This aircraft will be making the flight over to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And next on the taxiway, getting ready to depart for Dallas-Fort Worth is this American Airlines Airbus A319. The next aircraft we do have is this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-9 in the Change Our World livery. Beautiful aircraft by Alaska. Love the livery. This aircraft will be departing shortly for a flight over to San Francisco. The next aircraft we do have is this JetBlue Airways Airbus 321, who will be departing shortly for a flight up to Boston. The next aircraft we have is this Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900, who is getting ready to depart for Fort Lauderdale. The next aircraft we have is the Sun Country Airlines Boeing 737-800, who will be departing shortly for Minneapolis. The next aircraft we have is this Allegiant Air A319, who will be making the flight over to Austin. Following the Allegiant aircraft, we do have this Frontier Airlines A320 aircraft, who will be making the flight up to, he will be making a flight over to Orlando in Florida. The next aircraft we have is this Frontier Airlines A321, who will be making the flight up to Denver after just arriving in from Denver. The next aircraft we do have is the Spirit A320 aircraft. This is the Neo series aircraft. And he will be making a flight out to Cancun in Mexico after just arriving in from Newark in Jersey. The next aircraft we do have is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 series, who will be making a flight down to Punta Cana after just arriving in from San Juan. The next aircraft we have is this JetBlue Airbus A321 aircraft, who will be making a flight over to Fort Lauderdale after just arriving in from San Francisco. The next aircraft we have is this WestJet Boeing 737-800, who will be making a flight up to Calgary after just arriving in from Toronto Pearson. The next aircraft we have is this Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 series aircraft, who will be making a flight out to Honolulu after just arriving in from Honolulu. The next aircraft is this Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, who will be making the flight over to Tokyo Narita Airport after just arriving in from there. Sorry for this kind of weird lighting, I'm trying to get it. Okay. The next aircraft we do have in this airport update is, of course, the Qantas 787-9 Dreamliner, who just arrived in from Sydney and is deplaning passengers and will be receiving heavy turnaround service for a flight back out to Sydney later this evening. The last and final aircraft of this airport update is, of course, our beautiful Lufthansa Airbus A350-900, who just arrived in from Munich and is deplaning passengers and crew, and will also be receiving a heavy turnaround service for a flight over to Frankfurt in Germany. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's airport update. I will be trying to post some more videos regularly. I do apologize for the rustiness as I am still getting back into the video creating game. I do appreciate you guys being here today to support the channel. And if you did like this video and would like to see some more videos in the future, please consider subscribing to help grow my channel and get it out there on this platform. I do appreciate you guys once again for being here, and 2022 will have a lot more to come, and as I do get my new airport built, I will be really excited to show that off with you guys here, and I'm hoping to have a bit of a more realistic airport. Not sure of which airport I would like to do yet, but I am thinking of modeling San Diego International Airport, but also keeping the South Central International Airport just to have some more fun routes and more different aircraft content. I do apologize for the lack of regional jets today. As I was creating this airport, I got really carried away with mainline and just decided not to do any regional at all. But in the next airport update, I will have some more regional aircraft in it, including some Delta Connections, American Eagle, and Alaska Horizon, and a United Express. But I do thank you guys so much for being here. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we will see you in the next one.